Yes, yes, yes. Hello, we are live. Yes, we are live. Popcorn and whiskey. How you doing? Now, before we get started the official way, got to do a couple of things here. Once Facebook's decided to get their act together and gets it going here, and just now, okay. So this is still weird to me how we have to do it this way for Facebook. All right. Okay. So there we go. All right. So right now, as of right this second, excuse me, Popcorn and Whiskey, we are live on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitch. That's where we are right now. And a little bit different tonight. And as you can see over here on the categories, stuff that we're going to talk about, chances are we are not going to be talking about all those things. There is a few things I want to do tonight that's going to be a little bit different. And I want to promote or demonstrate a couple of new tools, if you will, that I have, and we'll get going with that just in a little bit. But before we get started, I do wanted to say, hey, I am Andrew, Popcorn Whiskey. I am the face who runs the place. That's right. And for the evening sip, here we go. Hello, salute. A little on the whiskey side tonight, just a little on the neat side is what we have, the homemade stuff. Okay. Earlier this week, I was feeling under the weather just a tad, but I'm doing well now. Got a lot of sleep this week, that's for certain. And hey, if you're here for the first time, appreciate it. Feel free to jump into the comments, say something you want, comment on something you want. If you want to come on with me, I can make it happen. If you want to come on with video, also if you just want to call, I'm going to have that option for you as well coming up. And because I'm trying that out, I'm not 100% sure it's going to work, but I will be trying that out as well. And if somebody's daring enough to call, I might even try calling. Let's see what if I call myself, I'll be hearing myself. So my issue with that, and I'll talk about that more as we come with that, is I don't quite know if the audio is going to be heard by you, the listeners and or watchers. That's just part of it. I started coughing all of a sudden. Usually I'm yawning. Now I'm coughing today. Go figure. All right. Do we want to start off with some Twitter scrolls? Twitter scrolls. We can start off with some Twitter scrolls today, but we'll get to that in just a second. So as you can see by the stuff going on over here, I have movies, current events, weird stuff, fitness and health, personal, and coffee drink. And you'll understand what that is once we get to it. Coffee and drink coming up there. What do I have here? Okay. And with the coffee and the drink, and that's something brand new. So I got two brand new things I'm going to be debuting this evening. Or maybe it is debuting. I guess debut and debut. Or is it the same word? Two different words? You know, with this English language stuff, it's excuse me. Gee whiz. This English language, this English language stuff is all over the board. All right, here. Let's see if I go to comments, see what's going on over here. All right. Okay, so there we go with that one. Okay, so the movies. I want to discuss The Flash, or is it just Flash? I don't know what it's called. The one with the guy who runs really fast, the Marvel superhero guy. I almost went and saw that this evening, but I chose to be on here tonight instead. Yeah, go figure. One, I didn't want to drive to the theater, and two, I wasn't hungry for the popcorn, even though I love the popcorn, the theater popcorn. So I may do that early tomorrow, because believe it or not, we're supposed to start getting some rain sometime tomorrow, which is fantastic because we really need some rain. And if that's the case, I'll be going to the movies early to view it and then come on tomorrow evening and do the popcorn and whiskey. And the thing is, I'm in Eastern time here in the United States. So the movie will come on at, well, let me just tell you. Let me get the old handy dandy movie thingy over here and see what it is. All right, go to my theater over here. Okay, possibly the final weekend. Okay, whatever. It plays at 7:30 my time. So that means I'll get over around 9:30ish, give or take a little bit. By the time I get back here, set up, it's going to be 10:30, 11 o'clock-ish. And you know what? Hey, for an old man like myself, that's the time to start winding it down, not to get it going. So I might not do that. But if the weather gets as bad as like it's supposed to be tomorrow, I may go see the earlier show. We'll see. But if not, we'll discuss another movie. It's just that simple. I am very flexible with this movie stuff. It's nothing's I have to. Here we go. Oh, look at this. I just got a reminder on my Facebook page. Weekly reminder. Make sure you check out the Popcorn and Whiskey. I mean, just a pop-up reminder just now. Okay, wait a second. What is going on here? If I go to this link, what's it going to do? Okay, all right. It should show me back over here. Okay, come back over here. Go over there. I got one. Wait a second. What's this notification to the list? Bitcoin gift. I know nothing about Bitcoins. Hey, here's a stock tip for you. You want a stock tip? Pick the opposite of me. You'd probably be a gazillionaire by now if you did that. Yeah, with that the one deserves a drink. Okay, so movies. One thing I want to talk about with movies. John Wick. John Wick. The Boogeyman. I forget what the Baba Yaga. That's it, the Baba Yaga. I'm telling you what, I was a latecomer to all the John Wick movies. I didn't see him until earlier this year, the first three. Fell in love with them. Loved me some John Wick. Matter of fact, I got to watch it again. John Wick 1, I think, was my favorite. Going into, yeah, absolutely my favorite. I love the setup, love how it all worked. So John Wick 1 was great. John Wick 2, if I recall, John Wick 2 was when the guy asked John Wick to basically kill somebody else for him. Was that it? When the guy gave him the marker? Was that it? Yeah. And in 3, I didn't care for it as much. And 4 was way over the top. I mean, it was action packed from start to end. I mean, you had to follow that thing to understand it. Kind of, they could have made it a good half hour or shorter. That stair scene at the end, a little bit on the long side. And I have an issue with the whole series, the whole franchise. And this is just a minor thing. And maybe it's what do they call it when the scenery doesn't mesh with everything, or not the chronological time, but what am I looking for here? What's the word I'm looking for? It's I'll think about it in a second. It's the when the flow is disrupted, or there's something not with the flow of the movie. What's the word I'm looking for here? It's called not the timeline or the chronological order, but when something just doesn't seem right in the movie. Oh gosh, and the words on tip of my tongue. I'll think about it in a second. But anyway, on the second John Wick, the one where he's asked to the guy gives him his marker before his house gets blown up, and yes, this is a spoiler, sorry about that. He goes ahead and buries his coins again and extra guns and all the good stuff, buries it again back in his tomb in his house, so to speak, and puts cement back over it. All right, so he has all kinds of guns and all kinds of gold there. Covers up with cement. A few days later, boom, his house blows up. Well, how come he never goes back to get it? It's still his property. He can go back and get all the gold and all the guns that was all buried. I mean, he did it once. He can do it again, couldn't he? That I never could understand why they never went back and got it. Maybe that can be for part 3. Say, hey, if any of the John Wick producers or directors or anybody associated with John Wick wants to make a good scene of John Wick 5, even though it may be a little difficult to do so, and I'm not going to leave it anywhere else, but maybe a little bit difficult to do so. Just of some of the players, of how they're no longer going to be able to be in the series, in the franchise, especially the dude at the Continental, the concierge at the Continental. He was so cool. Why they killed him off, I don't know. And that's not a that was basically said before it even happened. And plus, the dude, God bless the dead, the guy actually died before the movie was finished filming, but he died before the release came out. Actually, died in real life, which is sad. He played that part perfectly. I mean, I don't know of anybody else who could have played it as good as he did. He was fantastic. Excuse me, I don't even remember the guy's name. But anyway, so that's the John Wick story. And again, John Wick 1 was fantastic. I was a latecomer to all of them, like I said earlier. And John Wick 2, I didn't care for the ending as much, even though it led into John Wick 3. And now you were starting to get a little bit over the top with the John Wick 3. Just smidge. John Wick 4, way over the top, but still fantastic. Loved it. So that's my my movie for today. And I know I talked to him about it before, but that's one of the, what is that word I'm looking for crying out loud? I'm sure it'll come to me later. All right. Current events. Everybody's talking about it. The submarine thingy. Now, how do I want to phrase this? Because I almost said I didn't want to offend anybody. I'll offend people all night long. Why? Because one, this is my show, and two, because it's your choice to be offended. Yeah, we can talk about that one all night as well. It is your choice to be offended. Okay, wait a second. I just got a message from somebody. Let's see who is messaging me here and why. Okay, no, okay, nothing there. Okay, so again, those who are joining me for the first time, thank you. I know Popcorn and Whiskey Friday night, it's a little bit different. Appreciate you being here. All right, so the current event, the submarine dude or dudes. This is one of the things I thought about today. You get any five guys, especially older guys, in a minivan type space, because that's what he said. His thing was no bigger than a minivan, which is fine. It was only going for a few hours, right? Supposedly. I mean, I don't know the exact timeline or how long they're supposed to be submerged. But I was talking to other guys today, another 50-year-old plus guy, and then also a 17-year-old young man. 50-year-old plus guy looks at me. I start laughing. He says, "What are you laughing about?" I said, "Same thing you're thinking of. You get five guys in a confined space. First thing we're going to talk about is the flatulence that may be let out." Okay, that's going to happen. And the 17-year-old guy, "I don't know why you even think about that." And I said, "Because we're dudes. That's what we do. At least in a minivan, you'd be rolling down the windows. Can't really do that too much in the sub unless that's what they did. And that's why they're no longer here. Again, God bless the dead. Let me take my hat off. God bless the dead. Not talking ill about them or anything. It's just part of it. I mean, gee whiz, if when I go, and it's not if, it's when I go, I hope people make fun of me for something. Maybe for this silly show that I do. My word. Last thing I want is people to sit around and mope and mourn all day long. I mean, if when my dad passed 5 years ago, they had such a procession at the funeral home. It was ungodly. It was like 3 or 4 hours long. It was still coming in. My dad would have hated that, and I'm sure he was cussing us from wherever he was at the time. Which I'm sure it was way up there. And I'm sure he was cussing us every bit of the way. So I'm the same way. I mean, when I go, you're not going to bring me back. I mean, break out some whiskey, have a chair, go for it. All right. Speaking of all that, now that I've been on here for 15 minutes, I'm going to bypass a couple of these. I'm not going to talk about, I guess it could be, this could be part of the weird stuff. I'm not going to talk about health and fitness tonight. And this goes into personal and coffee and drink portion of everything. All right. So let me see if I can put this up here. All right. So There you go. If you want to call, give me a call because I'm using Google Voice and I'm going to try to see if it actually comes through with the audio. So if anybody's out there watching and wants to call, I know this is last second thing. Excuse me, not everybody wants to do it, which I get. If I was able to do it, I'd do it on my cell phone and go to another room to do it, but then I wouldn't be on screen and then I wouldn't be able to hear what's going on with that. So it's kind of difficult for a one-man crew to do it. I guess I could call somebody just to see. Hey, you know what? I might just do that. Hold on a second here. Trying to think who I can send a quick message to. Well, I don't know. Felicia, are you watching? Because you told me earlier you're going to be watching. I don't know if you're on there watching or not. If you are, send me a message saying that you're watching, and maybe we can make this happen. And if you're not, I completely understand. Okay. So I'll wait a couple minutes for her. But anyway, so I've been having this Google Voice number for a long time, and I maybe I know 10, 15, 20% of how to use it properly. So I was thinking today, I said, all right, I can have people interact with me by coming on live, but a lot of people don't want to come on live on camera because they may not have the proper equipment, which is fine. Because to do this, you should use a proper camera and a proper microphone if you want to be heard properly, right? So, all right, if you don't want to be heard properly, then you're not going to do the video thing. But most people who have a cell phone can send me or call in if you want to come on live with me. You're not going to be shown on camera. You're just going to be a imageless voice, a faceless voice coming through the speakers. Hopefully, that's what I'm trying to figure out how to do here. So again, let me pop that up here. Do that. There you go. You want to chat? See how it's all scrolling down there? See how it's going by? Call the hotline, 765-505-7348. That's 7FIT. For those who like to do the phone with the letters, 7FIT. So check it out. There you go. And yeah, so the Google Voice has a lot of potential to it, but you have to understand how it works. And this is the first phase I want to get into, because I like to get into a lot more with it. But if I can't do it this way, I got to figure out how to do it another way. And as far as I know, because I use StreamYard, which right now is the exclusive live streaming platform for Andrew, Popcorn and Whiskey, and Top Fitness Strategies, which I should link to it somewhere as well. So there you go, StreamYard. And let me pop this off the screen for now. Hide that. Okay. In addition to that, as we're looking at these over here, in addition to the personal stuff, there we go. The coffee and drink. This is something brand new. I found a site. It's called coffee.com or kofi.com. And I basically am a supporter of it, if you will. So there you go. So if you go to this link, andrewpaletto.com/drink. So if you go to this link and type in drink, you will be able to see what I'm talking about. And here we go. I actually show you. We'll do that. Oh, let's see what. Here we go. All right, there. Okay, so this is the actual link I'm talking about, the web page. Actually, let me do this. Let me put you over here so I can see what's going on there. And I will come over here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so you should be able to see my cursor. I hope you can, at least. You should be able to. Okay. So you can go here, and it's Andrew Paletto drink. And when you're here, this is basically my page. You can buy me a drink. Buy a drink for Andrew P. That's me. Come over here and buy me a drink. I use PayPal. I think PayPal is a lot easier. I had the option to use PayPal and or Stripe. I've used Stripe a couple times. I think it's a pain in the ass. And it's been a couple of years because I just disliked them so much. So I could be wrong with it now, but as of right now, Stripe is a pain in the ass for me, and I don't like using them. So if somebody wants to use Stripe, sorry. Okay. Would you come over here and basically say one time you buy me a drink, boom, there you go. $5, PayPal it, good as gold. If you want to do more, you can do more. Absolutely. Now, the ultimate goal is I'm going to be getting a new streaming camera to up my game, so to speak, as we go live more often with this. Matter of fact, I'll be going lives and doing live streams in the morning as well. So once I do that, you'll be able to possibly buy me a coffee in the morning, or buy me a drink in the evening, buy me a coffee in the morning. And a little bit about me. There you go. And if you want to leave me a tip, go for it. And looks like I got to add some stuff here. Huh. Okay, I didn't know you can see that. There's an intro page, intro video, add. Well, it is. Huh. I guess I got to add a bunch more stuff to make it more user-friendly. Well, I guess it is pretty user-friendly as it is. Okay? So there you go. Oops. Why doesn't this default back? There, it's supposed to default back. So now you're seeing all kinds of behind-the-scenes stuff with the popcorn and whiskey going on here. So that's what I got going on. So andrewpaletto.com, drink. And the other one is 765-505-7348. 7FIT. In FITE. No, it's fine. 7FIT. I was thinking the 7 was the F. I guess not. Okay. Oh, on the screen here we have Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Oh, I think a couple of badass ladies. Yes, it's Monday. Excuse me, it's a WWE SmackDown. Okay. You know what we're going to do now? We're going to do something I call Twitter scroll. Let me get to it here. Share my screen. Share. Go to the stream. Okay. Why doesn't it default to this like it's supposed to? Okay. Now we're going to talk about all the stuff scrolling on my Twitter account. Why I have a bunch of political stuff is beyond me. I don't mind it because I'm into politics, but the only thing I post on Twitter is fitness stuff. So why am I have all this political stuff? And a lot of these guys don't even follow, like Professor Peter Holtz, MD. Did wrong about vaccines is Robert F. Kennedy. I don't follow Professor Peter. Professor Peter Holtz. Don't follow him, but he's on my screen. Vernon Jones. Love me some Vernon Jones. Don Lennon. He said, Don Lennon says Michelle Obama is better looking than Melania Trump. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Melania Trump is absolutely hot. And I don't care what your politics are. She's stunning. All right. I get that. Let's see. Okay. Jenna Ellis doing stuff. Jenna Ellis is getting herself in trouble. Tracy Beans. Love Tracy Beans. I watch her on Joe Pags all the time. Okay, let's see. Brandon Ritchie, a good friend of mine. I often wonder, Floyd demoralized people look at the world propaganda and wonder what it means. Okay. All right. Another thing, I think this is brilliant. This the squirrel thing. I may have to get one. I got squirrels everywhere. Which reminds me, I got an apple tree in the back, and the squirrels just love my apples and the pears as well. I don't know how to keep them off of the apple tree. outside of a gun. And yes, I'm a gun owner and gun toter, and yes, I will shoot him. You don't like it? Too bad. That's part of it. Okay. If fetuses or babies, let's give them some. Oh, gee whiz. Here we go. Pro-life versus pro-choice thing. Out there, I want to date this one. Okay. If your skin isn't brown, you need my permission to speak. Okay, I hope you didn't watch my channel. Okay. Terry James. Love me some Terry James. Let's see here. Trust gets you killed. Love gets you hurt. And being real gets you hated. Johnny Cash. There you go. I guess I'm more the hated thing. Heather Mullins. Retweet when you see it. Free the first. Retweet when you see it. Retweet when you see it. I would assume it's this guy here. I guess I don't know. Let me see what the comments say on this. All right, what are the comments? Comments are all right, here they are. Let's see here. Tweet your reply. I don't want to tweet my reply. I just want to know. All right, here. Comments. No way he fit in the seat. What was his first class? Yeah, first class. Okay. Be the first established. Okay, Christie, Rhino for president. Oh, don't tell me that was Chris Christie. No freaking way. No, it can't be Chris Christie. Oh, my word. No, I'm sorry. I don't think so. I can't believe it was. Okay. All right. As we're going through the Twitter scrolls, welcome. What is this guy doing in New York? He's lighting something on fire. Ooh. What's he stealing? And no one's stopping him because what's the point? That guy needs to get shot. Was it cigarettes? I would get the camera closer to him. Why not? I don't know what the guy's stealing. All right, enough of that guy. Okay, what the hell is this? Good. Let's see that again. I like that. Okay. That's the way it should be done. Absolutely, that's the way it should be done. All right. His lab gowns, synthetic meetup his ass. Who's with me? Okay. All right. Newsmax. Love me some Newsmax. Zeus's grandparents were absolutely sick of water mess, so they were smart and got this. All right. We're not going to watch that. Oh, wow. Reporters finally doing their job on Secretary of the White House. Okay. Some have chose to attack the integrity of the Justice Department by claiming that we do not treat cases alike. This constitutes an attack on the institution that is essential to American democracy. Nothing could be further from the truth. Okay, yeah. If you think everything is treated equally, ha ha ha. That's a good one. Okay. Okay. I think we saw the guy in the plane. Donald Trump is a man of character. Oh, geez, Christie, you had it so easy, but you have to. There's only one reason he's in this this race, and I agree 100% with Dan Bongino. 100%. He's only in there to be go after Trump. He's going to be the attack dog at Trump on the debates. That's it. And I personally think Trump is fine for not going going into the debates at this point, even though a lot of people want to see it. I don't want to know. Oh gosh, here we go. All right. See, I get all this political stuff going on here. Oh, what is this? Does this look like what? Yeah, we can talk about the trans stuff all day long, but that painting grass there on that one. All right. Harry Sisson, well, Americans, maybe some Canadians, and when I said we are blessed to have Biden family in the way, what? Yeah, I don't think so. Sorry, I do not think so. Right here. Okay, so enough. That's what we're calling the Twitter scrolls. All right, there we go. It should default back to that. Why it doesn't default back to that, I don't know. I got to figure out why it doesn't default back when I take that off for my camera to come back down there. Okay, so again, if you're here for the first time, thank you. We got a lot of new viewers watching tonight, different places. We got Twitch, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and I'm using the StreamYard as my platform. Okay, and so that's the hotline to call in now. And also, if you want to buy me a drink, there you go. Go to andrewpoletto.com. And I'll make those clickable, or I'll put those in the chat one of these times, so we know what's going on. But anyway, I wanted to pop on here and just chit chat with you guys on this Friday night. Let you know all the new stuff happening. And let's see here. We'll go from there. Okay. So, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to stop it here because, again, this wasn't a scheduled thing. This was a last minute thing just to try out a couple of things. And maybe I have to tweak them still. We'll go from there. But it's been on here Friday evening. Thank you so much. Popcorn and Whiskey. I may pop on later just to do another quick how do you do. But my name is Andrew. This is Popcorn and Whiskey. I am the face who runs the place. And so until next time, ciao.